Hey everyone, and welcome back to my countdown to Halloween. So today is day 17. I actually had to look that up. And I want to take today to actually sort of cover another horror filmmaker. And today I decided on Tobe Hooper. Obviously he's best known for doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which obviously if you make a film like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that is obviously probably going to overshadow quite a lot. But I sort of went over a lot about Texas Chainsaw in my other videos, so you guys know how I feel about that film, how much I love it, and it is actually one of my favorites, and it is my favorite of Tobe Hooper's films, but he made a lot of other great films. I mean, obviously, I think a lot of his films have a lot more humor to them that I think people sort of sometimes misread as being unintentionally cheesy when they're actually very much intentionally supposed to be. So for example, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, which was obviously much more of an overt comedy than the first film, even though the first film does have elements of dark comedy in it. It's obviously not as obvious as it is in the second film. And he's also well known for sort of directing Poltergeist. Poltergeist is very much a Steven Spielberg film, but I think Tobe Hooper still has enough in it where I do like to include that in his filmography. But getting back to the films that he for sure made on his own, obviously even his follow-up film to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Eaten Alive, which again is another example of just a great sort of dark comedy film. Early performance by Robert Englund as well. Even took another stab at slasher films with The Funhouse, which is again another sort of underrated film. And one of his other films that has definitely developed a cult following over the years, of course, is Life Force. I think one of those films that no one knew what to make of it when it came out. I think that was his follow-up to Poltergeist too, so I think there was like a lot writing on that film. But you watch it now, and yeah, I mean, it does have maybe some minor shortcomings, but overall, I find that film so entertaining. You know, he would go on and do a lot more smaller films as the years went on. One of my favorites actually was the movie Spontaneous Combustion that he made with Brad Dourif. I think that one's actually a pretty underrated film. And as I'm sure some of you have noticed, yes, I am wearing my Invaders from Mars t-shirt today in honor of Tobe Hooper because I have a lot of love for his Invaders from Mars remake. Sort of one of those films that oh man, I literally have lost count how many times I've actually watched this film in my life. So if you take away Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is one of my favorite horror films of all time, and you take away Poltergeist because, you know, it's technically more Spielberg than Tobe, but I don't know, I'm kind of stuck between Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, which I really love, and Invaders from Mars as sort of my other favorite Tobe Hooper film. But again, if I take the whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing out of it, then I definitely would say Invaders from Mars. I know not a lot of people may choose that one, but for some reason, I don't know, there's something about it that just kind of clicks with me. Maybe because I saw it like really young and it just kind of stuck with me. But no matter what, I mean, he gave us so many amazing films throughout his career. And I think in many ways, he was unfortunately not as appreciated as much as I think he should have been. So I wanted to take today and honor the great Tobe Hooper and all the films that he gave us. So let me know your favorite Tobe Hooper film. I'll be back here tomorrow for my next countdown to Halloween video. Hopefully I can remember what day it is tomorrow. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.